You are now listening to About That Business, hosted by Rom Wills. Rom Wills is an entrepreneur and personal coach who has helped people reach their fullest potential personally and professionally. Take it away, Rom.
Thank you, Marshall. Blacks must stop looking for the hookup. Hey, look, man. Now, I just talked about black business and black business providing great service, but see, part of the thing that helps build a black business are the customers, are the people seeking out the business. But see, there's a bad general habit in the black population. And this is a collective thing. This ain't everybody. This is definitely not everybody. But this has happened, and I've seen it a lot. Too often, blacks are looking for the hookup. Too often. You go in some of these black businesses and you're looking to get a deal or something like that. Now, part of that, no, I ain't even gonna say. I was gonna say part of that's maybe in African culture, but that's when you're in the marketplace or something at a vending thing, you know. But you be getting some folks, they be wanting whatever. I'm gonna use my favorite example, the buffalo wing example. I gotta find that brother. Hey, he's somewhere. I don't know. He might be one because he was older than me, so he might be in his 60s now, right? He might be in his 60s or something now, close to it. And apparently he might be averse to, it seemed like he might be adverse to social media because I can't seem to find this dude, right? Either that or I don't have his name right. But whatever the case, right, I remember he had his buffalo wing place. He had people ready to fight him because he didn't want to give samples. Even though he would give samples, he would give it if you let him do it. And he'd do it begrudgingly, really. But he had dudes ready to fight, and I remember he said to one dude, he was like, "Dude, are you going around there to Popeyes asking for a sample?" And then the dude getting all funky and stuff, and I'm like, well, wait a minute, hold up. Hold up. It's like, that was one example, but people be expecting some type of discount or don't want to spend the money. You know, I've seen a meme going around talking about how, you get other groups, they'll spend, somebody charge $4 for a hot dog or something, but get mad if the brother charged $3. Or something like that. It was something like that. And I'm like, well, wait a minute. Y'all want black businesses, right? But you got to support what's there who provide great service. Now, I understand, we shouldn't, if somebody's providing some badass service, some fucked up service, right? Nah, we shouldn't support them. We shouldn't give them any hope. Because they got to do their part. They got to provide. But then you get a lot of businesses who provide that and somebody don't want to spend it. They don't want to spend it. They were like, well, they charging $5 for. No, they'll say they charging like say it's a hair place. They'll be charging $10 or something for I don't know some hair lotion or something, right? Or some hair butter or something like that, right? That's the black place, and I've actually seen that happen. They'll go in. And they'll say, well, we ain't gonna buy that. $10 is too much. Yeah, and go in that Korean place and pay $15 for the exact same thing. Real talk, y'all. Real talk. Think about that. Even if you ain't looking for the hookup, it's like we'll pay superior prices. How they say the white man's ice is colder. That's not gonna help us. That mindset ain't gonna help you. The only time we shouldn't be spending, if they got the product that we looking for, that's not doing them any good if you buying something that you're not going to use just to say you support them. That was really no good, because then that's not helping the actual business, because then they might think, say a bunch of people buy some product they think is great because, a lot of people just buying it just to buy it. That actually hurts the business because then they don't know how to stock right. If you're going to buy something that you actually need. That way the business can know what they need to stock up on and what ain't working for them. So you're actually helping the business that way. But it's just so many times we got to get out that mindset. It was like, well, wait a minute. If you spend that much there, how come you can't spend it here? And there's a lot of people with that mindset. You know, they expect the automatic hookup because they think they're doing you a favor by supporting you. And I'm like, well, you would do a favor y'all would be doing a favor to that business by paying the same price. I mean, there's been occasions when people have offered me discounts on some stuff. You know, they were black and they were willing to offer a discount. And I was just like, no, what does everybody else pay? I'm going to give you the full amount because I want you to make some money. Even some vendors, I was like, how much you usually charge for this? Oh, okay, this is what I'm going to give you. You know, whatever you charge. I'm not going to short you. I want you to make your money. And that's a very important thing. And see, sometimes people get attitudes when, you know, they ask for the price and then they'll say, well, that's why we can't support the business. I'm like, hold up. That's why we got to make money. Like, I'm going to tell you what. I'm going to use Tariq Nasheed as an example when he was doing his Hidden Color series. And there was a lot of people bootlegging it, right? See, that's a hookup right there. You say, oh, I'm going to get it on bootleg. And then some people trying to defend it. Well, this information should be out there for free. I'm like, well, hold up. He actually had to spend money to put the stuff together, interview people. It's a lot to that, and that's a business. You need to support that fully. Because, see, here's the thing. We look for the hookups and stuff, and then, you know, if a business either give it or somebody say, well, we're not going to shop there because, you know, I don't want to pay those prices for what they're asking for, right? You know, these businesses eventually go out of business or something. They can't compete. But then the same people looking for the hookup will be out there looking for a job. And just wondering, well, wait a minute, how come I can't get a job from all these other people? You know? Because you're not spending the money with the black business. You're not giving them fair value for what they charge, you know, for what they providing for you. Because once you do that, you can actually create more. I'm going to use that thing with Hidden Colors as an example. You got all these people want to bootleg it and stuff, and they think they're doing so because they get the information out. They thinking short term. They are thinking short term because if you empower that business and you empower other businesses, stop looking for the shortcut or the hookup or the bootleg, they actually make more money. And when they make more money, guess what? They hire more people. They actually create jobs. You actually create jobs. Yeah, I'm going to use the Hidden Colors example. Thank you, Tariq Nasheed, for providing me with this example. The more money they make, not only can they do like more than series, but they can do other types of movies and stuff. And then if you're doing other types of movies, you make more money. More money, and then you can hire more people. You can do more. See, say somebody goes into a black hair care store, you know, the three of them that exist. You know, they support it. They can expand. And as they expand, and then it creates a demand, creates more jobs, everything. In fact, you can create a whole bunch of jobs, get a whole economy, create tertiary jobs, secondary jobs, all of that are based off of that business expanding. Because as that business expanding, you know, the more that business expands. Well, let me break it down. You supporting the stuff from that black business. You paying full price, fair price, and everything. So they can expand, right? You know, they can provide jobs, but they also providing jobs otherwise because somebody had to make all of those products, and then they can expand. Because check it out, especially using the black hair care example, especially in the natural hair care community, there are a lot of particularly black women who are making products. Like natural products, lotions, hair gels, stuff for the face, lip balm, stuff like that, right? They make more money. They can expand. They create more jobs. They create more opportunities, you know? And you also, you could create a whole network just off the hair thing. All because you spent a fair value at a black-owned place or for a black-owned service. They can expand and they have to get other stuff. You know, because they shoot. You even bring in real estate agents to it. They get a cut because they can find like commercial spaces for the people. And then, quiet as it's kept, blacks own a lot of real estate in this country. So, you know, looking for the hookup and having that mindset actually hurts you in the long run. Because like I said, once it's time for you to look for a job, you know, you got a bunch of businesses, they might say, hold up, well, you know, they'll find something not to hire you on when they just don't want to see your black ass up in there. And it's real talk. So it's like whenever I see people trying to get the bootlegs and everything, and I've joked about bootlegs before, but, you know, once I was really hip to how that's actually hurting black business, I was like, I don't mess with them. I don't mess with them, and I have no problem paying full price someplace, you know? So, I want y'all to think about that. I want you to think about that. It was like, when you spending money, you actually creating a future for yourself and possibilities for yourself, right? Like, and I'll use one example before I go, because I was about to cut off, but I'll go. I spent a lot of money in black bookstores, like, whenever I found one, and black-owned vendors, right? Spent a lot of money, put a lot of money invested, right? When it came time, when my books first came out, to get into bookstores, some of those same bookstores I spent money in, let me go back door to get my books in their stores. A whole lot of them, because they were like, oh, you one of our best, oh, okay. I ain't had to go through channels to get in there. All I had to do was just bring them the books. Several occasions, they say, look, man, we talk about this. Why don't you bring me several copies up here and stuff? Because they say, oh, well, Rom, you've been supporting us. Boom. All because I paid fair value. So anyway, right? That's it for today. Let's go make that money.